everyone, and welcome back to Project Architect. We are, of course, back on the server. Now, the last episode was a little while ago, so... Oh, yes, we built this guy up here, actually. This is our energizing orb little room here that we have dangling, and it works pretty well. It got us pretty much everything we need, so that's good. We also went ahead and upgraded our reactor, which currently, there it is, over there. And this guy generates us a lot of power, way more than we previously had, and it's pretty much power isn't really an issue anymore at all. This episode, I want to try out a different type of EMC farm. I've seen it at a few bases, and I've heard that it's pretty good. What you can apparently do is you can, using Airs Novia, this mod here, you can create source gems out of sort of nothing. I'll show you what I mean in a second, but 8,000 EMC, you can just create magically, right? That sounds pretty cool. Now, the first thing I want to do is go ahead and use a War Notebook. If you don't have these, it's just a book and a source gem. But this is like a guidebook for the mod. So you can open this up, and it pretty much tells you a bunch of different things about the mod and like all this sort of stuff. The important thing that we want to know is source, right? This is sort of like the magic energy of the mod. This is what we'll be using to create the gems. So to create the EMC. And there's a few different things. So source links, these ones here, these are what create source, which is that magic stuff. So there's an agronomic source link. This one, I believe, creates source when things around it grow. So for example, nearby crop and tree growth, you get bonus magic and stuff from magic plants and all that. Basically, things grow near and you get magic. You get magic stuff. Bone meal apparently doesn't work, so natural growing. So that's pretty much free magic, right? There's alchemical. I imagine this is from feeding it different types of potions. The more complex it is, the more money you get. Possibly viable, but it's a lot of work, to be honest, and I don't really want to do that. There's mycelial. It generates from nearby food, generating more for more nourishing food. That's pretty good. I like the idea of that. That could definitely be doable. Then what else do we have? We have Vitalik Sourcelink. This generates matter from nearby mob death and animal breeding. Okay, so if we had this near our mob farm, for example, this would be, once again, generating that free matter. And then we have volcanic, which I believe does it by consuming burnable items. So archwood logs, which I think are magic logs from this mod, will generate bonus matter, with blazing archwood generating the most. So if we got a hold of blazing archwood, sounds like we'd be making a pretty decent amount of this source power. So yeah, I mean, those are pretty much our options there. Obviously, you guys are probably thinking what I'm thinking, which is if we slap down one of those crop growth things over here, we'd probably have plenty, and I mean plenty of, source. So, shall we do that? I've got them bookmarked over here, sort of. So, agronomic, this guy's going to be source gems, gold ingots, and wheat. Not too bad, not too bad. So this is what, 20,000 EMC, and I believe all I probably have to do is slap it down here somewhere. Should I place it? I'll place it there and see how that goes. Does it look like it's magicking up? I'm not really seeing much. I do have particles off though, so perhaps if I were to bump my particles back up, do we now? Oh, there we go. Oh, look, each time these things are growing, you can see, or maybe even getting harvested or whatever, you could see this magical stuff filled up. I think it's currently full, to be honest. So that's where these come into play. Source jars. So if we go ahead and make Arcane Stone, which is source gem, and I think it's just any type of stone, to be honest, we can then make source jars. We can go ahead and learn that. We'll grab out a few, I guess. In fact, let's actually pick this guy up. We might as well learn him, right? Oh, you know what? I think it just got eaten by our system. That wasn't the smartest thing we've ever done. Anyway, let's go ahead and learn that. Here we go. So we'll place these guys here, 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 and here. I don't know if having more matters or what, but then I'm going to go ahead and place this jar here. So this is just a source jar. I believe what happens is they should fill up the source jar, or at least that's what my understanding was. We also have, what do we have? We have source relays. We have splitters, warpers, and depositors. Let's read up the source jar and see if it has any of this passive stuff. So they store source gathered by nearby source links. There you go. Beautiful. So obviously that should work. They can be moved using a bucket, apparently, the source inside. Or the jar can be picked up and moved. Nice. Source jars will provide a signal to redstone comparators based on their fill level. Beautiful. The other thing I want to check though is source relays. I'm going to read through all of these. So the source relay and then all these other ones, and I'll let you know how they work too. Okay. So I've learned how they work. The depositor source relay thing, what that'll do is it will deposit your source into multiple jars, right? Sounds pretty simple if you're like transferring your source from one jar to another jar further away, right? The splitter sort of does similar, but it'll actually draw from multiple jars at once, whereas the depositor, for example, will only draw from one jar at once, or like, I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So it'll draw from one, split into a bunch of them, or I guess deposit into a bunch of them. The splitter will split from a bunch of jars and then also deposit into a bunch of jars as well. It's a little bit of overlapping there, I think. I might not have understood it. But then there's the warper. Now, what the warper does is it does essentially what a normal relay does, which I haven't even said yet. But a normal relay lets you take the source from this jar, for example, and take it 30 blocks away. And then I imagine you can use another relay for another 30 blocks and so on. With the warper, what you can actually do is you can have it be infinite range. But according to the book, there is a chance that some source will be lost during the warp. So I guess that's something to keep in mind. I'm probably going to try and make one of those anyway. Ooh, we're going to need an enchanting apparatus. Or we just use the relays. the enchanting apparatus will be something we'll have to set up. And it's a matter of, do we want to do that? Maybe. I'll tell you what, I want to set up this first, I think, just to experiment with a bit. Another thing you need is actually, it's called like a Dominion wand. Yeah, a Dominion wand. This right here. We need the enchanting apparatus anyway, so I guess that works. Alright, let me open the book on this, because I'm pretty sure you need other things. I think you need pedestals, believe it or not. Enchanting apparatus. Operates similar to the source relay. Splitter. Oh wait, no, that's the warper. Here's the Why is it not... Well, what am I even looking at? Enchanting apparatus. Oh, it's... You know what? I'm lost. Give me a second. Okay, here we go, yeah. So there's an arcane core, there's an arcane pedestal, and there's an enchanting apparatus. I think the arcane core goes above the arcane pedestal. You know what? It probably says it here. Okay, so here's how this will work. Enchanting apparatus, we create. This guy needs that arcane core to actually be below it. So we make an arcane core. This will go below the enchanting apparatus. And then we just place some pedestals. So I'm pretty sure we actually want about 8 of these for at least one of these recipes. So if we've got our source over here, you know what? It feels like it's not going in the jar, doesn't it? Like, this jar does not look like it has any sauce in it. Shall we... Let's get a bucket and see if it actually does. So, one bucket. Oh, it actually does. Okay. So yeah, there was in fact sauce in this sauce jar. Okay. That's good to know. In that case, I should be able to pick you up and bring you with me. Oh, did you just get... I think you just got sent away, which means you might possibly be in here if we're lucky. Oh, you're full. Oh no, that means you might have been trashed. Alright, you know what? It might actually be fine. Is it fine? Wait, no. Because it's not entirely fine, but it might be fine in a second. I'm pretty sure I can get away with picking this guy back up. Oh my god, you'd swear I'm doing it on purpose. I have done this too many times in a row. Does it actually end up in here finally? No. Where is it actually going? Because it... Oh, well, I guess it might still have an EMC value. Why is this guy full? Okay. Apparently, to be fair, it has been a while since the last episode. That is a lot of stuff. Okay. Alright, hold on. Alright. What I'm going to do is place the source jar here. We're going to go ahead and get our source relay to, I don't know, just be out. I want it to be somewhere else. I don't want to place it right next to here. I want to have like an area for it. And you know what? While we're here as well, hold on. Let's do things properly. I'm gonna get not this stuff actually. I want to get some Arcane Stone. I would also like to get some gold, potentially some blocks of gold. I'd like to see if they're chiselable or something. Hopefully they are, because I'd love to be able to customize with them. Nope. Really? There's no like fancy type of building block I can make out of gold. No, I mean, like, there's a few weird things, but not really. Okay, well, anyway, we'll use blocks of gold. I'm gonna come over to... Might even go back here. Clear out a little bit of an area. And essentially, I'm gonna create a location that looks similar to, like, the actual source gem, like, jars and stuff. So, for example, like, this relay, right? How it's got, like, trims around it. I'm going to try and do something similar to that. Alright, so what I've gone ahead and done is placed a bunch of these like framed slabs and edges and pillars, or corner pillars to be exact. And so now we've got a nice looking little area. We'll have to put like a roof on it or something, but I don't think it's the worst thing we've ever created in our life, so I'm pretty happy with it. Now, this specific location, what do we want to place here? Does this want to be where the source relays are, or do we want to place like our pedestal and our core and enchanting apparatus? Possibly. So I think what will happen is the core will go there, for example. The apparatus will go above. And then we need to somehow place 8 pedestals around, right? Because that's what's needed for the warper. Yeah, we need 8 different pedestal spots. So, doesn't really work too well, does it? Now, you could obviously surround this thing, which means I'd have to break these and place blocks here. Is that what we want to do? Is this going to look nice still? It won't look horrific, I think. I hope. In fact, what we could probably get away with is breaking all of these, doing this, this, and that, and having this arcane core in the bottom here. Is that a horrible idea? Maybe. I guess we'll find out. Enchanting apparatus, and then pedestals all around here. Is that good or bad? I guess, once again, I guess we'll find out. Now, source relay. How are we going to link all of this up? I think for now, what I'm going to do is place a source jar down, I guess just here temporarily, and I'm going to fill this guy up with buckets of source from our other place. So I'm going to go, source bucket, we'll grab buckets ourselves. I should be able to right click that in there. Okay, that worked. What do I need for the Dominion rod? Because once I get the Dominion rod, I can probably link all these jars together. So 2 source gems, a gold ingot. So source gems, 1, 2. A gold ingot, 1. And then a stick, I believe, goes in the middle. So what we're going to do is a little something like this. 1, 2, 3. Stick in the middle on this apparatus. Oh, and look at the visuals. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a very beautiful mod. I messed around with this a bit on All the Mod 6, and it's a very nice mod. Like, I'm a big fan of this mod. So this should have gotten us, if I right click here, a Dominion rod. Beautiful. I'm sorry if you can hear my square cheeking. I'm trying to get comfy, but like, I'm very much not comfy. So where are we? Source relays. I would obviously like a lot more relays, so I'm going to grab out a stack of them. Why not? I think what I'll do is I will have the relay be... Oh, should I have it up in the sky? For example, I'll probably end up breaking these blocks, but if I were to place it like here, and then we somehow have these go like around it or something, right, to like connect them, I think this could look nice. Have the relay in the sky, and then... So it does 30 blocks, right? Here's where it gets a little bit messy, I guess. So like... This is probably not 30 blocks, right? So I think I can right-click this guy, position set, and then do I right-click this guy? Relay set to send to this coordinate right here. Yes, okay. And then I right-click this relay, and I tell him, hey, you need to... Wait, no, it needs to be other way around, sorry. What I actually need to do is place this guy here. Shift right-click. Oh, no. No, don't send it to sand. Oh, God. What have I done? No. Stored. No. Okay. I'm going to right-click the source jar and send it to the source link. And then the source link, I think I've right-clicked because I don't think you can actually send the jar. But I think I send it here. Then I right-click this guy and I send it here. Okay. Does that... And then I right-click this guy and I send it there. Maybe? How do we know if this worked? Do I just try and like get out buckets and buckets? We got 1 bucket worth. Right. Which makes me think that it possibly worked. No, okay, I'll tell you what. I'll put the book in my hotbar. I thought this is how it worked. And then you could like read up about the stuff. I guess the 1 doesn't show up. But what I was going to do, where's the relays, is see exactly how these work again. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do instead. If I crouch and right-click on this relay, it will clear all the connections. If I do that on this guy as well, it should do the same thing. And then on this one as well, I'll do the same. And then we'll start from scratch, I think. So I'm going to shift right-click on the relay. It's cleared. Shift right-click on the jar just to make sure. Okay. The right click on the jars worked, position set. I then right click on the source relay. And now the relay is set to take from that jar. You can see that in the chat. So now I right click on this relay again. So you got to make sure that you read the chat on this one. And then you right click where I want to send it. So I want to send it over here. So the relay is now set to send to this one. I can right click on this guy and tell him, hey, I would now like you to send here. And sure enough, he does that. Then I can tell it to put it into a source jar. The question is, where do I want my source jars to be? I could have them there and like here and here and here. In which case, this guy could possibly be a disperser or a depositor, whatever it's called, which I kind of want to do. So for now, I'm going to right click on this guy and I'm going to tell you to fill up this jar. And that should work. You can see he's sending some source over. Beautiful. I'm then going to grab a bunch of hoppers and we're going to go ahead and make this this jar thing. Not the jar, sorry, the depositor. So this will be a source relay and 4 hoppers. We obviously have a relay on us. We have plenty of hoppers. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then place a relay in the middle. That should then craft together and give us a depositor. I'm going to end up breaking this guy or possibly just placing it on top. You know what? I like the position of this. So we're going to grab out our depositor, break this guy, place the depositor, break the gold, run back over here, get our Dominion wand, and make sure it's sending over to this guy. Yep, there we go. And then, how does this guy work? It does so within 5 blocks, and I'm guessing this is slightly further than 5 blocks. So, let's give it one little help here. So let's place it. Did I get that back? Oh, it landed up there. And I guess my magnet's not working, but we'll place it down here. This should surely be in the right distance. So let's try this again. Right click on this guy, come over here and link him up. And we'll, yes, look at that. He's automatically connected to these source jars and he's now filling them up. How cool is that? And this guy's sending over the extra source. We can actually see the entire trail going along here. That is beautiful. That is perfect. Okay, so these are now filling up with source. Beautiful. The next thing I'm going to want to do, potentially, is another little area here, I'm thinking. So, is that what I want to do? Because obviously we need to start doing our crystallizers, which reminds me, we should make a crystallizer. Pretty simple to make. Arcane Stone, Source Gem, and Gold. There we go. And I guess we'll start off with one to see how well this works. We have our Arcane Stone. Where do I want to do this? Because I could do it above here as well, you know what I mean? Like we could very much continue these slabs. In fact, I was using these slab edges, which worked pretty well. Let's see. How are you going to place? Oh, perfect. I reckon we give this a shot. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, beautiful. I've set the stuff up, as you can possibly see. I think what I want to do is I'll try first just placing a crystallizer. Will this guy send into it? I can't tell. I'm not too sure. The visuals on this, I mean, you got to appreciate them. Like, look, it's not even just that it spins. It does, like, you know, little up and down stuff and all that. I'm thinking we might possibly want jars up here. That's sort of what I'm guessing. I'll have a look at the crystallizer itself in the book, if I still have the book. Let's place that guy down there. Crystallizer, holding control. The crystallizer provides a renewable source of source gems by condensing source over time. The crystallizer can work passively at a very slow rate, or it may be given source from adjacent jars and create source gems at a much faster rate. Okay. The crystallizer may also be accessed by hoppers and carbon cools or whatever. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we get this crystallizer. We grab a few of them. I don't know if I just grabbed a few of them or if I messed up. Oh, I did. I reckon I place them like this. Actually, I reckon I place them like this. There is a difference. There's a slight difference. It says they need adjacent jars, right? So if I place these diagonally, I should then be able to place source jars, if I have those on me as well. Source jars. I should be able to place these here, 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 and here. And as you can see, our depositor is actually depositing the source in there. If we wanted to, we could also place something on this block to interact with them, or we could place a second source jar, which is sort of what I was thinking of doing, but it might be cooler to place like a pipe. You reckon? Is that a bad idea or a good idea? for example, we could get 2 pipes here. Like, we could get a pipe like that, and they connect up, and then we can have them going into just, like, a chest or something. And that might not look too bad. So, we could do... What we could do... we could do the thing where we do. I could place a source... not a source jar, but I could place in our chemical chest here, for example. We could then entangle it and have a bunch of entangled blocks everywhere. Is that a horrible idea? Possibly. Like I could place this there. So, let's do wrench. Oh, you can actually see they've got... I don't know if you saw it. They have source things in them. They have source gems in them. They've already made some. They've already made 8,000 EMC from just our tree farm existing. Or not our tree farm, sorry, our crop farm. So, if I place entangled blocks here... The hitbox on these guys, as you might be able to see, if I zoom in... I can't really zoom in. You can see it's like... It's difficult to, I guess, get around them. Place that there. Entangle our chest. Right-click on each of these. And ladies and gentlemen, source gems. We currently have 3. I think we need more source in order to get this many crystallizers running at once. That's not a horrible start, though. I mean, this right here, 40,000 or 41,000 EMC. That's pretty good, is it not? Just from these guys sitting here. Now, how can we get more source? I don't think we necessarily have to worry over here. Like, it looks like each time these things are growing, it is grabbing the source from them, right? I suppose I could place more. Not a horrible idea. We could place more of those agronomic source links. We could place them like here, 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 and here. Maybe that covers a little bit more range. Because these things grow very fast. Like, these crops are constantly just growing. It should be plenty of source. I wish there was... And there might be. I'm sorry if I'm missing this. But I wish I could see the mana. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I could have like a goggle on. So I could see it. Well, once again, I'm sure that there might be something of that. But, like, I'd love to know how much source is actually in these jars over here. That'd be very nice. Anyhow, I think that's pretty good. I think that's possibly not maximized, but it's doing pretty well. Over here, in terms of how much we're getting, I mean, we're getting a decent amount. We genuinely are getting a decent amount. If we wanted more source, though, what's another thing I could set up quickly that would work? I mean, there's a few things, if we're being completely honest. For example, the volcanic one that just essentially smelts things. We could just pump, coal into that. Even, like, pump in Eternal as fuel in there. Like, that's not a horrible idea. Yeah, honestly. I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, hey, pretty cool little structure we've made here to make these crystallized, these source gems. I'm just trying to see, like, you reckon that's a good thumbnail right there? Bam. Maybe. Or maybe something like this. We did some enchanting. We set it up from... I mean, it was pretty quick to set up, being completely honest with you guys. Like, early game, like, if we had to set this up when we set up that farm, we probably could have done it. I mean, it's not necessarily the cheapest because, like, each of these source gems is equivalent to a diamond. So they're not early game cheap, I guess. Source relays in particular are expensive, so you'd probably want to build them near your structures. But I mean, like these guys, 2 diamond worth, it's honestly pretty good. And already I'm pretty sure we've made back. You know what? We haven't yet made it back because the source relays, we've got like 3 of them, maybe 4 of them placed down. That's a decent amount of EMC, but we've earned back 1. We're well on our way. Like, few more minutes and we'll have plenty, quite literally. So pretty nice. And obviously these guys are not working at their full capacity because we don't have enough source coming in. So I reckon in the next episode, potentially, I might set up a, like a source farm. Like, just a vulcanite farm of just, source, essentially. What was the other options? Because we had a look at a few of them, didn't we? Let's see if I can grab my book back out. Go back into the sources here. The vulcanite, the Vitalik was... Oh, that's at our mob farm? We could possibly link that up as well. That shouldn't be too hard. In fact, you know what? Do we want to do that now? Possibly. Vitalik, this guy right here, Vitalik, there we go. So glistening melon, let's go ahead and quickly make some of those. Make this Vitalik Sourcelink. We have our source relay still on us. We have our Dominion wand. let's go ahead and send this stuff back over here. So I should be able to link them directly to each other, which means if I come all the way over here, where do I want to slap this guy? Oh, there's a beetle in there. I reckon I slap it in the middle where this redstone lamp is, right there. And I'm going to go ahead and oh god, I'm going to right click on that guy. I'm going to then, oh, you know what? He needs to be next to a jar, doesn't he? Because he puts it in a jar and then I move the jar, I'm pretty sure. So, realistically, I need to have I don't know where to put it. I don't know the range they have. So, what if I were to just do, ow, oh my god. You need to relax, everyone. You know what? Yeah, hold on. How do I turn the lights on? Is it this? There we go. Alright, change of plans. I'm going to grab 4 of these and place 1 source jar. So, 1 source jar goes in the middle. These Vitalik Sourcelinks will go around, but before they do that, I do want to right-click on this guy right here. Position set. There we go. So now let's do Vitalik, and Vitalik. Then I'm going to place a relay here, I think. And then can I do that? Relay will take from there. Beautiful. Then I right-click the relay, and we continue on our path. I reckon I slap one roughly here. That should be good. Relay set there. They should be linked up. And then I set this guy to the other relay, and it should automatically be part of the system there. So I should be able to say source relay, boom. And now we should actually have more and more coming across here. These little pallets getting shot should be faster because we should be getting this stuff. Oh, wait, assuming, give me a second. Assuming I turn that off. Oh, you know what? I might need the mob masher on instead of our other setup. So actually, I turn that on. I turn that on. Nope, I turn that on. There we go, and I turn that off. There we go. Because the mob masher actually does the death, which means they go in there. So, hold on, yeah, let's do a test here. So the mob masher we know for a fact. We've seen a few mobs get mashed, and they get turned into source. I just want to witness it again on camera so that we know for sure. I want to see if the other things, so our mob crusher and mob masher, I want to see if they work. But we're not. Oh, here we go. Yep, so that's source. Beautiful. Next on the list, let's turn on, I don't know, one of our crushers. I mean, I already did it, and I didn't notice anything. Let's watch. I mean, it doesn't look like it at all. I think, if anything, what we're actually seeing is it getting mana from this mob masher killing things. So I think, actually, we want to turn that off, and we want to turn that guy back on. And I think that should be good. Another thing I want to do is it looks like we're possibly out of storage for our jumbo tank. I've realized there's XP lying on the ground. I think that's why. I think potentially, what's behind here? There's yeah, all this stuff's hooked up. Hooked up absorption hopper. That's down there. I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I do a liquid trash can. I obviously don't want all of my stuff to be voided, so I think I want to place it I want to do, give me a second, another fluid pipe here, and then have the trash can be I don't know, there, and that should be nice. So that should then mean all the extra experience and stuff should still be getting picked up, and it'll just get voided. I should also be actually collecting my experience because we've got a lot in here, and I could be getting more space for my trinkets. However, I do that again. 24, boom, another trinket slot. I don't know, we can put something in there. A piggy bank? Sure, why not? Or a piggy or whatever it was. So yeah, I don't know, drain that later. I think we're good. We should be, once again, getting plenty of source over here. Let's see if we've earned back our stuff yet. Let's see. Hey, 270,000. That's pretty good. That's a decent amount of EMC. I'm gonna leave this guy. I'm pretty happy. That's all free magic. Apart from obviously placing down these blocks, all of the magic that we're getting are from things that we already had set up. So we already have this farm set up. We already have the mob farm set up. And now we're just getting extra EMC just because we set this stuff up. So that's pretty good. That's honestly really good. So yeah, honestly, I think that's it for this episode. So hopefully you guys are still enjoying this series. It's definitely been our biggest series we've ever done. From the get-go, I'd say. Because obviously, All the Mod 6, we have a crazy amount of views on that series now, which is incredible to even imagine, since when I was uploading those videos, they were not getting those views at the time. So This is the most views we've gotten on a brand new series. So thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you to everyone who supported me with liking the video and subscribing. That stuff's helping us grow, and I couldn't be more grateful. Thank you to everyone who supported us financially, whether that's watching the ads on the videos, which adds up, whether it's donating directly small amounts or some of you large amounts. Thank you so much. And thank you, of course, to our channel members also donating on YouTube. And I believe that is it. Thank you to everyone else involved, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one, where I'm not sure what we do. Possibly we try and get a bit more source coming in, because I feel like these guys are still not running as good as they could, I think. Let me know how I'm meant to know that. Because, yeah, look, sometimes it feels like they're a lot more aggressive. Like, this looks very fast, because it got a little bit of source to use, but then, like, this guy's going very slow, and now it's going very slow. Yeah, I think we need more source to even be getting, like, a lot more... Oh, we're already at 300,000. So yeah, we'll check out that in the next episode, likely. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.